Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers. Today we're talking about the most valuable 50-cent coins in Australia. Pieces of pocket change that have turned into rare collectibles worth far more than their face value. From silver treasures to low mintage issues, these coins are now selling for big dollar values in today's action-packed market. Let's get started. First up, the 1982 commemorative 50-cent coin stands as a proud celebration of one of Australia's most important sporting events, the 12 Commonwealth Games in Brisbane. Struck to mark the occasion, the coin carries far more than monetary value. It embodies a moment when Australia hosted the world, showcasing its sporting culture, hospitality, and international significance. Unlike regular circulating coins, this issue instantly set itself apart as a commemorative design, capturing the excitement of a defining event in national history. On the reverse, the coin presents a stunning composition created by Stuart Devlin and Hugh Edwards. The main feature is the official logo of the 1982 Brisbane Commonwealth Games, placed atop a stylized map of Australia. Surrounding this are 12 sporting icons, each representing one of the sports contested at the Games. At Brisbane's location on the map, an 8-pointed star shines, symbolizing the city as the host. This clever blend of geography, sport, and symbolism made the coin immediately recognizable and deeply meaningful to Australians and international visitors alike. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. By 1982, Australians were very accustomed to this effigy, which had been in use since decimal currency began in 1966. Its presence anchored the commemorative design in the broader decimal series, linking this special release to the standard coinage in circulation at the time. As for specifications, the 1982 50-cent coin was struck in cupronickel, composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 15.55 grams, measures 31.65 millimeters across, and has its signature dodecagonal, 12-sided shape. This unique shape, introduced in 1969, had already become a hallmark of Australia's 50-cent piece, making it instantly recognizable while also practical for circulation. Its silver-gray metallic sheen, durable composition, and geometric edge all contributed to making it both attractive and functional. The lettering on the reverse reads, 12 Commonwealth Games Brisbane, 50 cents. This clear, bold script makes the purpose of the coin unmistakable, a celebration of sport and unity under the banner of the Commonwealth Games. The combination of text, logo, and illustrations elevated this coin beyond standard designs, transforming it into a small yet powerful work of art. In terms of mintage, the 1982 Commonwealth Games coin had a very large production, with over 23 million coins released into circulation. This high number ensured that nearly every Australian could handle and keep a piece of history in their hands. For many, it became both a keepsake of the Games and an introduction to the world of collecting commemorative coins. Though common at the time, today finding examples in excellent or uncirculated condition has become increasingly challenging, giving such pieces more collector appeal. The coin in excellent condition, like the one you mentioned, is particularly valuable because most examples saw heavy circulation. Sharp edges, strong detail in the sporting icons, and a clean, lustrous surface all elevate the worth of the coin. For collectors, condition is everything, and a bright, well-preserved example can often fetch multiple times the face value. When it comes to market value, circulated coins from this issue usually sell for $1 to $3, while coins in excellent condition range between $5 and $15. If you happen to own a coin in uncirculated or proof condition, values can jump to $20, $30, or more, depending on demand. Presentation sets and proof issues released by the Royal Australian Mint for collectors often carry even higher premiums. These are the coins that maintain the greatest appeal over time. Another fascinating aspect of the 1982 Games coin is its international appeal. Because the Commonwealth Games bring together nations from across the globe, many foreign collectors also seek out this coin. For them, it represents not only Australian history, but also the broader shared heritage of the Commonwealth. This international demand helps sustain the coin's value on the world market, ensuring it remains a desirable piece decades after its release. Of course, the potential for rare mint errors also excites collectors. Misstrikes, off-center examples, double dies, and clipped planchets are known to exist for commemorative issues. A 1982 games coin with a dramatic error can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, transforming what looks like an ordinary piece into a hidden treasure. This is where the millionaire factor enters. While a standard example may be modest in value, the right rarity or error can elevate it into the realm of extraordinary numismatic fortune. From a historical perspective, the 1982 Brisbane Commonwealth Games were a turning point in Australia's sporting identity. The coin captures this energy perfectly. For Australians alive at the time, it was not just a 50-cent piece. It was a memory, a souvenir of pride, and a physical link to one of the most celebrated events in their nation's sporting story. That nostalgia continues to fuel collector demand today. Collectors also love the coin for its artistic balance. The way Devlin and Edwards integrated the map of Australia with the game's logo and sport icons was groundbreaking. Unlike many world coins that feature one central image, this design told an entire story within its 12-sided frame. It showed Australia as both a host nation and a proud participant in the global sporting stage, cementing the coin's place as one of the most visually striking commemoratives in the decimal series. In the long run, the 1982 Games 50-cent coin has a strong future in the numismatic market. As Australia continues to celebrate sporting milestones, earlier commemorative issues like this one will only grow in significance. Collectors building complete sets of Australian 50-cent commemoratives always include this coin, and demand ensures that prices remain stable and climb steadily for the highest-grade examples. The 1982 Brisbane Commonwealth Games 50-cent coin in excellent condition is far more than just pocket change. It is a celebration of Australian sport, artistry, and national pride. While its high mintage makes it common in circulation, condition, presentation, and rare mint errors can transform its value significantly. For a collector, it is a must-have piece, one that may not instantly make you a millionaire but could, with the right variety or rarity, become a surprisingly valuable treasure. This coin proves that sometimes the greatest stories and opportunities can be found in the smallest, most ordinary-seeming pieces of metal. Next up, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin represents more than just half a dollar in change. It is a snapshot of a nation in motion during the early 1980s. This was a period when Australia was steadily developing its identity on the world stage, both politically and culturally. Every coin from this era carries not only monetary value but also a story, and the 1981 issue is no exception. The coin's obverse design continues with the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by British sculptor Arnold Machin. This effigy, used on Australian coinage from 1966 to 1984, shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. It is instantly recognizable, dignified, and symbolic of the era when Australia's currency was still deeply tied to Commonwealth tradition. This familiar design anchors the coin in continuity, ensuring it fits seamlessly within the larger decimal series. On the reverse, the design by master engraver Stuart Devlin features the striking Australian coat of arms. At its heart is the shield, divided into 6 parts to represent the 6 states: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. On either side stand the 2 great national symbols, the kangaroo and the emu, animals chosen for their uniqueness to Australia and for the fact that neither can walk backward, symbolizing progress. Above the shield rests a 7-pointed Commonwealth star, with 6 points for the states and 1 for the territories, encircled by a wreath of acacia, Australia's floral emblem. The coin specifications are typical of the post-1969 50-cent series. It is struck in cupronickel, 75% copper, and 25% nickel, weighs 15.55 grams, and measures 31.65 millimeters across. Its distinctive 12-sided shape makes it easy to identify and prevents confusion with the round 20-cent coin. At the time of its release, it was among the largest coins in regular circulation worldwide, both in size and weight, further adding to its bold presence. In very fine condition, like the example you describe, the coin shows clear details of the kangaroo and emu, the shield divisions, and lettering, though with some smoothness and minor wear from circulation. Such coins are often kept by collectors who appreciate their age and character while still showing most of the design features. The mintage for the 1981 issue was massive, exceeding 20 million coins. This high production number means that the coin is not rare in general circulation. However, as decades pass and coins experience heavy wear, finding examples in very fine condition or better becomes increasingly difficult. This gradual reduction in surviving high-quality pieces helps drive collector interest. In terms of market value, circulated examples in average condition often trade for face value, 50 cents, because of their abundance. However, in very fine to extremely fine condition, collectors may pay between $1 and $5 for individual pieces. Uncirculated examples, particularly those that still exhibit mint luster, can command $10 to $20. Coins taken from mint rolls or collector sets may even exceed that, depending on demand. Where the real excitement comes in is with error coins from 1981. Misstrikes, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and clipped planchets are highly collectible. A dramatic error can transform an ordinary 50-cent piece into a rarity worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. It is these hidden treasures that make even a common year like 1981 exciting for collectors, and it is this chance of discovery that sparks dreams of millionaire-making finds. Another important factor in the coin's appeal is its historical connection. The early 1980s were a transformative time in Australia's economy, culture, and role in the Commonwealth. Every coin from this period holds nostalgia for those who lived through it, and younger collectors see it as a tangible link to a period just beyond living memory. This emotional connection plays a quiet but powerful role in sustaining long-term demand. The aesthetic of the design is also worth noting. Stuart Devlin's coat of arms has stood the test of time as one of Australia's most iconic coin designs. Its detailed shield, bold supporters, and symbolic meaning have made it instantly recognizable, and the 1981 issue carries this legacy beautifully. Even in worn condition, the artistry shines through, reminding us of the craftsmanship that went into every piece. For collectors today, the 1981 50-cent coin is often acquired as part of a complete year set or as a necessary link in building a full collection of 50-cent pieces. Because the denomination has been a favorite for commemorative issues, the regular coat of arms designs like 1981 help balance out the collection, grounding it in tradition while surrounding years bring variety. This ensures steady demand for coins from this period. In international markets, the 1981 issue also enjoys modest popularity. Collectors of Commonwealth coinage and those fascinated by decimal transitions often seek it out. For many overseas collectors, this coin represents Australia's unique blend of tradition and innovation in its currency. Its large size and 12-sided shape make it a standout piece in world coin collections. Looking ahead, the coin's investment potential lies less in its abundance and more in condition, errors, and collector trends. As time goes on, truly pristine examples will become scarcer, and their value will climb. Rare errors will continue to command impressive premiums, and collectors assembling high-grade type sets will always require a 1981 coin. In this way, the humble 1981 50-cent piece holds far more promise than its everyday appearance suggests. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition is not just a common coin. It is a tangible piece of Australian history, a work of numismatic art, and a potential treasure for those who know what to look for. While its standard value may not instantly make you a millionaire, the right condition or error could change its fortune dramatically. More importantly, it represents the enduring legacy of Australia's decimal coinage and continues to fascinate collectors worldwide with its size, design, and historical importance. Next up, the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin tells a unique story in the nation's numismatic journey. At first glance, it may look like just another coin from your pocket change, but the reality is much more exciting. This year was a special one for collectors because it gave Australians two versions of the 50-cent piece, one featuring the traditional coat of arms design and another issued as a commemorative, marking 50 years of television in Australia. Each design carries its own historical weight, making 2006 a standout year for coin enthusiasts. On the obverse side, Both coins feature the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1999, this effigy is easily recognizable by its more realistic portrayal of the Queen, showing her in mature years, wearing the royal tiara and facing right. The initials IRB appear just beneath the portrait, serving as the designer's signature. This version of the Queen's effigy is iconic because it marked a modernized look, different from the more idealized portraits of earlier decades. For the reverse design, we see two possibilities. The standard 2006 issue continues with Stuart Devlin's timeless Australian coat of arms. This intricate design is one of the longest-running and most recognizable coin reverses in Australia, showcasing the kangaroo and emu standing proudly beside the national shield, topped with the Commonwealth star and encircled by wattle. The detail and symbolism of this design have made it a classic in world coinage. However, it was the commemorative release of 2006 that drew national attention. To celebrate 50 years of television in Australia, a special reverse was introduced featuring a bold design by Wycheck Pietranic. The imagery includes a television screen with radiating lines, symbolizing the broadcast signal, alongside the inscription, 50 years of television. The design is both simple and striking, perfectly capturing the essence of the technological and cultural revolution that television brought to Australian households since 1956. The coin specifications remain consistent with other 50-cent pieces of its era. It is struck in cupronickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighs 15.55 grams, and has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters. Its distinct 12-sided shape continues to make it stand out not just in Australia, but also globally, as very few coins around the world feature such a shape. This recognizability is one reason why the Australian 50-cent coin has remained so iconic over decades of circulation. In very good condition, as you describe, the coin will show moderate signs of circulation, somewhere across the higher points of the design, with details slightly softened but still very present. For collectors, condition plays a major role in value. While a circulated coin is more common, it still holds appeal, especially for commemorative designs like the 2006 Television Anniversary Edition. The mintage numbers for 2006 are significant. The standard coat of arms version had millions of coins released for general circulation, making it relatively common. However, the commemorative television design had a more limited circulation, and while millions were also struck, demand from collectors quickly absorbed many of these coins. Additionally, special uncirculated and proof versions were produced for mint sets, which are now highly sought after in pristine condition. When it comes to market value, circulated examples of the 2006 coat of arms coin usually trade around face value, 50 cents. The television commemorative, however, commands a premium. In very good to extremely fine condition, it can sell for $2 to $5, while uncirculated examples often fetch $10 to $20. Proof coins, or those in original mint packaging, can reach even higher, with values stretching toward $30 to $50 depending on condition and demand. The real millionaire-making potential lies, as always, in error coins. If a 2006 50-cent piece was struck off-center, double-struck, or shows a die clash or misaligned features, its value skyrockets. Such minting errors can be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and visibility. This is why collectors and treasure hunters continue to check every coin closely, because one small minting mistake can turn pocket change into a jackpot. Culturally, the television commemorative coin is particularly appealing. Television was not just an invention, it was a cultural revolution in Australia. From the 1956 Melbourne Olympics being broadcast live, to iconic TV programs that shaped national identity, television has been central to Australian life. The coin reflects this shared history, making it far more than just a monetary object. It's a cultural keepsake. From a collector's perspective, the 2006 issue has enduring demand because commemoratives often hold special places in collections. Many collectors aim to build complete sets of Australia's commemorative 50-cent coins, and the television anniversary piece is essential in that journey. This steady collector demand ensures that the coin's value will remain strong well into the future. Internationally, the 2006 50-cent coin also enjoys popularity. Collectors outside Australia are drawn to its unique shape, its bold design, and its role as a cultural marker. The fact that it celebrates television, a global phenomenon, gives it cross-border appeal. This helps push its value higher in world coin markets, especially when sold in uncirculated or proof condition. Looking ahead, the investment potential for the 2006 coin remains promising. While the standard coat of arms issue may remain relatively modest in value, the commemorative design will continue to grow in demand as it ages. As pristine examples become scarcer, collectors will pay a premium to secure them. And as with all coins, the discovery of a rare mint error could instantly elevate its worth into the thousands, potentially turning an ordinary coin into a life-changing discovery. The 2006 Australian 50-cent coin is a standout piece of modern numismatics. Whether it's the traditional coat of arms design or the celebrated television anniversary commemorative, this coin represents both history and culture. In very good condition, it holds collector interest, while in pristine or error form, it has the potential to be a true numismatic treasure. More than just a coin, it is a piece of Australia's cultural story and a reminder that even everyday change can hide extraordinary value. Next up, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin carries a rich story within its 12 sides. By 1971, Australians had already been using decimal currency for 5 years, and the coinage system had firmly established itself in everyday life. The 50-cent piece, which had originally debuted in 1966 as a round silver coin, had transformed by 1969 into the iconic dodecagonal, or 12-sided, cupronickel coin we still recognize today. The 1971 issue belongs to the earliest years of this new shape, making it highly collectible and historically significant. On the obverse side, the coin features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by British sculptor Arnold Machin. Introduced in 1966, this effigy shows the Queen facing right, wearing the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. It was admired for its elegance and refined simplicity, and it appeared on Australian coins until the mid-1980s. Collectors love this early portrait because it reflects a time when Australia's ties to the monarchy were strongly felt through its coinage. The reverse design is the work of Stuart Devlin, Australia's goldsmith and master coin designer. Devlin's design for the 50-cent coin remains one of the most iconic in the country's numismatic history. It features the Australian coat of arms, with the kangaroo and emu standing proudly as supporters beside the shield, which is divided into 6 sections representing the 6 states. Above the shield sits the Commonwealth star, and the entire design is surrounded by a wreath of golden wattle, Australia's floral emblem. The specifications of the 1971 coin are standard for its era. It is struck in cupronickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a weight of 15.55 grams and a diameter of 31.65 millimeters. Its distinctive 12-sided shape not only sets it apart visually, but also ensures it is easily recognizable in circulation. This shape has since become a signature feature of Australian 50-cent pieces. In very fine condition, your coin displays moderate wear, with most design features still visible. The shield, kangaroo, and emu remain clear, though some finer details may have softened. The Queen's effigy will show slight smoothing across the tiara and facial features. Despite this wear, the coin still carries significant collector value, especially given its place in the early years of decimal coinage. One of the reasons the 1971 issue stands out is its low mintage relative to later years. Only 21.6 million coins were produced, a number that might seem high but is actually quite limited when compared to the tens of millions of coins struck in subsequent decades. This relative scarcity makes the 1971 50-cent coin an attractive target for collectors who focus on early decimal coin series. When it comes to market value, the 1971 coin in circulated very fine condition usually sells for between $2 and $5. That may not seem like much, but coins in extremely fine or uncirculated grades can command far higher premiums, often reaching $15 to $30 depending on their condition. Proof issues or coins in original mint packaging are even more valuable, sometimes selling for $50 or more. But here's where things get truly exciting: the error coins from this year. Collectors are always on the hunt for double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. These rare minting errors can transform a 50-cent piece from a few dollars to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A single spectacular error from 1971 could indeed be a millionaire maker if discovered today. The collectability of the 1971 coin also ties into its historical importance. As one of the earliest 12-sided 50-cent coins, it represents Australia's transition from the precious silver issues of 1966 to the durable cupronickel designs that remain in use. For this reason, collectors view it as a key date in assembling complete sets of Australia's 50-cent series. Culturally, the coat of arms design has deep significance. By carrying the shield of the states and the kangaroo and emu, animals that cannot walk backward, the coin embodies both unity and progress. Holding a 1971 coin is not just holding money. It's holding a national symbol, a piece of artistry that continues to reflect Australia's identity. Internationally, coins like the 1971 50 cent are also sought after. Collectors from abroad admire the unique 12-sided shape, the bold coat of arms design, and the connection to early decimal history. For those building world coin collections, the 1971 issue stands out as a representative piece of Australian innovation in coinage. Looking forward, the investment potential of the 1971 50-cent coin is strong. As the years go by, high-grade examples become harder to find, especially in uncirculated or proof condition. Collectors who set aside these coins today may see significant returns in the future, as demand for early decimal coins is only increasing with each generation of new collectors. The 1971 Australian 50-cent coin is far more than a piece of pocket change. With its low mintage, iconic design, and historical importance, it has earned its place as a favorite among collectors. In very fine condition, it already commands attention, and with the potential for rare errors or pristine uncirculated examples, it holds the possibility of being a true treasure. More than money, it is a symbol of Australia's numismatic story, and perhaps, for the lucky finder, a stepping stone toward millionaire status.